Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Watumishi Podcast, the home of inspirational conversations. It's been a journey to get to where we are today, and what a way to just end season one of Watumishi Podcast with 35 great episodes, getting the insights, the minds, the wisdom from each and every guest that we bring on board on Watumishi Podcast. And I said, why not? I had to sit down and just write a good message, for closing season one, even as we gear up to going to season two. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap on season one of Watumishi Podcast. Thank you, each and everyone, for joining us every week by week, to just ensure that you give us your support in terms of your comments and everything pertaining the Watumishi Podcast. We couldn't have done this, of course, without you, because you have consumed our content, and we thank each and every person who has made it possible. First and foremost, we thank God Almighty for giving us the vision to just carry out Watumishi Podcast and to just be able to have this niche where we can be able to just bring people to just speak out their stories. We never know who is healing through the process. We never know who is getting something through the process, but we trust and know that each and every viewer in this place is able to get each and everything that we speak about, and they're able to relate in terms of the different niches that we bring on board. Watumishi Podcast is an open conversation where we bring different professions from different niches. You'll be able to see soon production directors, videographers, photographers in the building, musicians across every genre, to just be able to unravel the stories behind the different niches. And this one has been a journey from episode 1 all the way to episode 35. It has been a good journey, learning and just listening to what people have to speak out in terms of what they have learned across the way. We've learned, we've laughed, we've grown together. Whether you've been here, you've been here from episode 1, or you're just joining us, welcome to the A Game, the Watumishi family. And that's what you talk about each and every time we talk about Watumishi Podcast. And additionally, we want to assure you that we are working in and out to just ensure that we give you the best content and to just give you the clerical content that you need also to just grow in your different niches across what we say. And maybe also a huge shout out to every listener, a huge shout out to every supporter of this season 1. And as you can see me on my left and my right, we got the merchandise. You can see we have a t-shirt on my right, we have a hoodie on my left. So what we're saying is that we are open to your orders. Reach us out through our Instagram handle, Watumishi Podcast. You should be able to get those specifics and be able to just deliver the specific merchandise that you wish. Even as we grow together, I believe it's a way of support so that we can be able even to give you more and more clerical content and more content that will be able even to impact lives in terms of everything that we do. We want to give a shout out to each and every guest, right from season 1, episode 1, all the way to season 1, episode 35. Well, it's been an amazing journey. I thank God for the grace that He has given unto me and the whole crew in general to just be able to reach out to these people, and they were able to just come out, and just be able to have book sessions, have them down, sit them down, get their mindsets about different things, get their stories, get their testimonies, get how they were even able to be convicted to the ministry that they serve. Wow, we thank God. It has just been the grace of God. I can't say that we owe it too much to ourselves, but we give God the glory and honor, for He has enabled us to be where we are as Watumishi Podcast. Thank you for everyone for trusting us, all the musicians and artists who have been able to trust us even with their different events for us to just be able to do marketing. We don't take it for granted. We really appreciate you for even trusting the brand Watumishi Podcast to be able even to channel out the different things that you do pertaining ministry and even other things that you do pertaining the different niches that you're involved in. And what a way to just give thanks to each and every guest, to each and every listener, to each and every part who has been able to make this Watumishi Podcast happen. Additionally, I want to thank the crew members individually. These are people who have been working behind the scenes. You may not have seen them on the podcast majorly, but these are people who have been ensuring that each and every week we are able to get content day in, day out. And I just want to big up each and every one of them, right from the production manager, is called Mr. Anthony Nanda, who gave us the venue, who gave us the different supports that we needed to just be ensure that we're able to host the guests, who gave us the different equipment to use. We really appreciate you, Prof. Nanda, for ensuring us that we are able to get all those in place. We thank the creative manager, Mr. Robasic Monyewe, who has been there to just ensure and encourage us to just be able to do the different segments within the podcast. We give a shout out to the one and only Salak is Legrand himself, the social media manager, who has been there to just ensure that we are active on all of social media platforms. And in that case, We are present on all social media platforms, namely the YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, and TikTok as Watumishi Podcast. So in case maybe you're not aware, it's time that you need to be aware that we are available on all social media platforms. Just search Watumishi Podcast across YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and TikTok, and you'll be able to get the different insights that we bring on board in general. And also I want to give a shout out to the DOP, the Director of Production, is called Mr. Walter Music in the building, who has ensured that each and every week we have fresh, good quality content in terms of what is being produced at the end as the product that you as the listener listens to. Shout out and salute to you, Mr. Walter, for making it happen. We also want to thank Mr. McDonald Kizito, the Assistant Production Director, for also ensuring that we have the shots and also ensuring that the production is up to beat. And we really appreciate you, sir, for doing this amazing job. We want to thank the one and only Mr. Gaffer. Guys, do you know who is a gaffer? Let me give you a minute. Just go to your Google, search gaffer, and then give me in the comment section who is a gaffer, you know. Yeah, Mr. Gaffer is called Mr. Josephat Munyo. I'm Joffa, all the way, for always ensuring that the lights are on point and we're ensuring that you're getting clear content. Usione mtu ni mweusi, we give you the brightest part of each and every artist and guest that we bring on board, and that has been amazing. We also thank the one and only Davis Mutaidia for always ensuring that our camera is up to beat and ensuring that he's there for each and every episode to just support and ensure that we capture these moments indeed in HD. What a way to just thank you, Mr. Davis, for ensuring this. Also, we want to thank our support staff, Mr. Michael Ogoti, for coming through just to ensure that all the things pertaining to logistics are happening and everything is in order. We really give you greatest thanks from our hearts. And also, the people who just saw the vision and they were just sold into it. And these are people who have provided us with the lights. And we can't thank them enough, because from episode 1, they just saw the vision and they saw the goal and they said, wow, these are people who can be able to at least make a support towards their podcast. And this is none other than Mr. Mark Denver, all the way, and also Mr. Peter Mwanzo, who trusted in the process and Watumishi Podcast in general and just decided to offer us the special lights in the different realms. And we just thank you guys for coming through. We really could not have done this without you. So over the course of the episodes, we've explored on different key areas. If there's one takeaway from this season, is that God is the source and author of our gifts. As I believe, if you listen to each and every episode, God is mentioned. It means that God is the author and source of each and every gift. Thank you for growing with us. We are also projecting to hit more and more subscribers. Currently, we are around 800. We are projecting to hit more and more. And we just, by the grace of God, we expect that even before the year ends, we should be at 1,000+ subscribers. And you, maybe who is watching it right now and you've not subscribed, I want just to give you a few seconds as I take my juice, my juice. Oh, beautiful. Click on the subscribe button and be able to proceed, Yeah. Come on, just click on the subscribe button, then you should be able to proceed and progress. I'm a VP. Wow, what an amazing journey it has been. So for season 1, we've had quite amazing conversations, and I want to assure you season 2 even is getting more better, bigger, wider in terms of even the scopes that we cover, and the guests who are also there. We also really appreciate them for, and we really commit them that the Lord shall use them even to speak to the generations to come. Watumishi Podcast is a stepping stone for each and every profession in every niche. These points that are being spoken about in the podcast can be applied in each and every niche, so you can be able to get in touch and be able to get the points as they come about. So ladies and gentlemen, what a way to just also get into the podcast. I believe we've had 35 amazing people in this building, to just make each and every week a successful week. And I just can't let that go that way. That's why today I just want to recap on some of the few comments that you guys have been putting pertaining the different podcast episodes that you've brought on board. So for the episode 1, we had the one and only Prof. Nanda. He's the Professor of Arts. And wow, what an amazing episode it was. In episode 1, there were very many comments that were coming in. One by the name Neema Robert said, "This is so beautiful, dear friends. Here we go." That's another one. Then also we had Mr. Text saying, "Big up on yourself." Then, wow, this was such an amazing episode. I believe if you're not caught up, click on the link below and watch episode 1 from the one and only Professor Nanda. We shall put all the links of each and every episode within this video so that you just click, head straight to the different conversations. Episode 2, we had the one and only Robasic, our creative manager. So episode 1 was our production manager, episode 2 was our creative manager, where we were able just to nail the different things, the growth and everything. And we had such positive comments from people saying, we had someone by the name Kingdom Business saying, this episode was so full of joy. Gavilo, you are such an incredible host. Thank God. Must say bless God for that. Then there's another one who said, Eunice said, God above all. And really appreciate you guys, because these interactions have been indeed amazing. Episode 3 was the host. Episode 4, we had the one and only, the founder and convener of Grace Collective. Ladies and gentlemen, we had the one and only John Gander. And we had comments. Someone by the name Salmon Robert said, I have loved this interview. Thanks, Mr. JG. That was one of the best 58 minutes spent. Inspires, encouraged, and also challenged. Authentic to the core. Then we also had Aggie saying, very insightful conversations. Then another one said, by the name Ban, this was a great conversation. Kudos to Gavilo for the thoughtful questions. Thank you, Ganda, for giving the insights of your motivation and process through the industry and all the nuggets that you shared. Wow, that was all about episode 4. Then we went straight to episode 5, where we had the one and only Sarakis Legrand, the one and only our social media manager, was also in the pod, and people were able to just give comments. One by the name Arnold Mbutsa said, you are tough on the keys, as I saw you playing from the first day. More grace to you. Oh, such an amazing. And then another one said, Minister Cloudy, amazing work. Keep it up, bro. That was such an awesome comment from episode 5 from the one and only Sarakis Legrand. We had also the one and only amazing Nick Kera himself was in the building. And we had such an amazing conversation with the one and only Nick Kera. From the comment sections we had, yeah, Hilton, my mentor. Oh my. Then we had another one from the Sauti gang saying, Tumeingoja isana. Then Kizito Jr. said, good stuff. Can't wait for episode 7. Wow, this guy was already gearing up for the next episode, you know. And this is episode 6. Hey. Then another said, Mr. Bell said, this guy is a solid bassist. Dope interview, much appreciated. Wow, thank you, Maze Nick, for also pulling up. Next we had the one and only Jessiel Maoz. And by the way, I forgot to mention, Nick Kera is the president and the founder of Live Tracks. So in case you're looking for any playback engineering source, you don't need to go further. Go to Nick Kera. DM him, be able to arrange that, and you'll be able to indeed find an amazing time. We also had the one and only Jessiel Maoz, who is the founder and president of Drum Gurus. You know, if you're having troubles of drums, tuning, whatever, maintenance, don't go no further, because Drum Gurus got you. So hit up on Jessiel or Drum Gurus in every social media handle. And maybe the comment that we had was one by the one and only Simba Drums, who said this was very much needed. And also we had Tony saying inspiring. And then we also had Brolin, the drummer. Brolin mwenyewe alikuja hapo akasema, yes sir. Wow, what an amazing episode we had. Then we moved to the next episode, which was episode 8, and we had the one and only Connery Musimi, who is the worship pastor at Mablaka. And there we are able to get people just, Sarakis was one of the comments saying, Connery, and he raised up his hand saying, oh my, wow, what a wonderful. And then we also had Mr. Ganda coming up and saying, thank you for sharing your story with us, Mr. Connery. We also had Faith Nathan saying, amazing and good job. And then we also had Kim Hakim saying, why won't you give us an acoustic session? Oh my, Connery. As you can hear, people are requesting for an acoustic session. Another one. Oh my, by the grace of God, we're able to do this. Then also we had the one and only, the heavyweight, ladies and gentlemen, the president of Long Run, the founder of Long Run, Basinza Music president. We had the one and only Moise Basinza. Oh my, it was just a wonderful conversation. And we had comments from Victor Michelle saying, great one. We had Desmond saying, Moises sir, please drop something. It's been long. Wow, he's already dropped. He dropped the Long Run season 3. So you can be able to watch out videos as they come out. Then you had also one Robert saying, I like the thought that helps, doesn't have to be in someone's project, there is a place for private classes and mentorship to assist upcoming musicians. Wow, that was a very, very good comment. Episode number kumi. Hello, 10th episode. We had the one and only Steve Kimwele. This is an MD for Grace Collective. He's the MD for New Jerusalem, ladies and gentlemen. We had people like Selena coming and saying, "Eish," they were just surprised of the content that he has. We also had John saying, "I have really enjoyed listening to this story. An exemplary man, MD, friend, and discipline." We also had the one and only Roberto saying, "This is fire. Thanks, Steve, for the openness and humility. Blessings upon blessings, you know." Then we had Stephen Kimwele himself saying, "Glad to have been part of this." I really, really appreciate each and every guest who saw it fit to be in the podcast. Wow, it was such an amazing journey. Then we had the one and only Amaya Kevin Mwenyewe was in the building for episode 11. Wow. And indeed, these are the comments that we got from the different people. We had Tax saying, "Inspirational." We had Daryl in the building just giving laugh emojis. I believe he was just happy to see his friend, winning. And then we also had Michael Ogodi saying, "Thanks for the content. I've really learned something new and good this morning." Then, ladies and gentlemen, we proceeded to episode 12, number 12, as you say, to the one and only Beth Musimi. It was one throne, two sticks, one throne, two sticks, one throne. Oh man. And we had people commenting. We had the one and only Rhoda saying, "You are doing an amazing job." We had text saying, "No Masana." We had the one and only Kamwana Sydney in the building say, "Maestro," and giving enough for the one and only Beth. Wow, such an amazing, amazing, amazing guest we have on the pod. Episode 13, we had the one and only Ben Cloud. Ben Cloud is a worship minister, and also he had great insights about being skilled and anointed at the same time. That you are needed to be anointed and skilled at the same time. You work proportionate. Zote kwa pamoja. And we had comments from different people. One Baraza KJ saying, "Great and educative conversation." And also we had the one and only Makdi saying, "Such a great episode." That was indeed amazing. Then we had episode 14, the one and only JB Wangiha was in the building, dropping some insights, dropping wisdom here, left, right, and center. Woo! It was such an amazing conversation. Off and on air, it was such an amazing conversation. And we had the one and only JB saying insightful, and also the one and only Kevin Amaya saying JB, and he's putting some good emojis saying, "Wow!" That was such an awesome, awesome, awesome episode. Then next, we moved to episode that was 16, the one and only Amor in the building. If you heard about good saxophonist, ladies and gentlemen, go for Amor. Amor is a very, very talented individual, and he's doing an amazing job out here. So he's looking recording. You got it, man. He's doing an amazing job. And we had the one and only Ayoma saying, "Aye, good job, Amor." Then Kizito said, "A fire episode." Then you had Makti saying, "Great episode indeed." Then we moved there and moved to the one and only Loco, JR Loco, the one and only drama, multi-talented individual. Loco was in the building, and what a conversation we had with the one and only Loco, which we thank God for such a conversation, because it has really, really skyrocketed in the different aspects even of young ones who are able to listen, or we call them the Gen Zs. And we had a comment from Faith Gloria saying, "Loco, this is the definition of when you are skilled in the Lord. Hey, hiyo party ya kuanguka. Thank you for the content. I'm proud." Wow, that's such an amazing conversation. We had Abby Wangare saying, "Go Loco, go Loco." Nakumemba kama kulikuwa mpaka na chorus, "Go Loco." Wow, such an amazing, amazing indeed. Wow. And she was very proud and said, "Guys, I know him." Hey, wow, such an amazing, amazing conversations indeed. Then we also had Jeremy the drummer saying, "Loco, congratulations, my G, to more success stories." We had Maverick Music saying, "Bro has inspired me to learn the bass guitar before the year ends." Wow, these are testimonies. These are good stories, man, that we cannot even be able to comprehend. I really, really thank. Then we have Makdiki saying, "Fire episode. Kudos to the hosts, Gavilo, and the guest, GR Loco. Very educative and entertaining it is." Wow. Then we moved straight next to the pod of the one and only MJ Music, and really it was an amazing conversation. That was episode 18, and it was indeed amazing conversation whereby MJ spoke a very great wisdom and great words in terms of how he has been able to overcome the different challenges. And one thing I can also remember from that pod is that he head bangles that represented the works that he has been able to achieve, or the things that he has been able to encounter and achieve towards. And that was such an amazing conversation. We had fire emojis. We had Mark the drummer saying MJ. We had Joe Badiora saying MJ music. Then we had Mr. Tech saying Mufungi, and he's putting there some good laugh emojis, because of what he said about that joke. I'm not gonna tell you that joke. Get to the pod, listen to it, you're gonna be happy about it. Then also next we had the one and only Wanjala Bill, who was also in the building, just to ensure that we are able to get insights concerning vocals and the vocal repertoires that we are able to have. And it was such an amazing conversation. People loved the conversation. In case you've not heard Wanjala Bill's conversation, ladies and gentlemen, here is where we give you all the content. Just go and listen to Wanjala Bill. He's also a professional chef, professional chef. Wanjala chef. Woo! Then we had the amazing MD. Wow, a household name, ladies and gentlemen. We had the one and only Joe Master Keys. Acha kwanza nipige kwanza funda la soda pale. Fantastic. We had the one and only JB, who is called Joe B. Master Keys was in the building for episode 20. Wow, what an amazing conversation. One thing that intrigued me about this conversation is the process thought that Joe B thinks with. Oh man, it was such an amazing conversation. Get the insights, man. It was indeed good, amazing, and fun. And we had comments from people, one of them by the name Danny, saying, "This is amazing. Features like Alpha the drummer next. He has worked with a lot of projects, inspired so many, and in my opinion, the best drummer in terms of skill that Kenya has currently." Then we also had Lee the drummer saying, "Thank you for this. I've been long waiting to see this guy. Kindly ensure that the next guy, Amani Bai, is also in the building." Then we also had comments from Patrick saying, "This episode was a gold mine. Joe is generous with information, and it's great to learn about his journey, work ethic, and faith too. I love to work with him in future." Wow, such an amazing. Then we also had Samuel Stepper saying, "Man, this has just been powerful. Powerhouse. Got to learn many things here. I used to ask myself many questions. God bless you, Joe Master Keys. Hope you will meet one day." Awesome. And then we had one also from Enso Naunda, who said, "I desire to be like Joe Master Keys, pianist, producer, and MD." Wow, such an inspiration indeed. We moved to episode 21, ladies and gentlemen, and we met the amazing Lucas Mosh. Lucas Mosh is one of the sought after pianist in the 254, and I want to tell you he's an amazing guy. Then also we had comments pertaining that people were just putting fire emojis, others were saying a great episode, I learned a lot. And then another one said there was a comment about mutulete huyu Mwanzia. It seems kuna ka brotherhood between Lucas Mosh and Mwanzia because I believe Mwanzia was mentioned in the episode and all that. Wow. Then we moved to the next episode. That was the one and only Mwangi. We call him Shari Music, or Mwangi Masharia, all the way. The MD of Mamlaka was in the building. Wow, pouring wisdom left, right, and center. My God. And people were just happy. We had comments from John Ganda saying, "Mwangi fire 100%. We had Verio Sydney saying, "So good, lots of wisdom, and amazing." We had the one and only Kena Wambuki Kadioki saying, "I'm so proud of you, Mwangi." And that was indeed an amazing episode. We moved next to episode 23 with the one and only Gabriel Chama. Gabriel Chama was in the building, one of the most sought after guitarists, acoustic guitarist that you talk about in the 254. Gabriel Chama is a very talented young man who is putting in the work to ensure that he's remaining at the top. If you listen to his licks, oh my. We thank God for that grace. And we had different people reacting to his episode saying, "Episode fire." Then I like the way this guy is honest. That was a comment from the one and only Simply Kyle. Then we moved to the next episode. That was episode, I think, episode 24, 25. Which episode was that? 24. Then we proceed to the one and only Bonnie, the bassist. That was the one who was next in the next episode. That is, I believe it's episode 24. Then we had Simba Drum saying, "Big up Bonnie." We had JB saying, "Bonnie, fire." Then we moved to episode 25, who is the one and only Lamore Aizo Lamo. This is a man bana alikuwa na kabezi. Aizo, my name is Lamo. Such an amazing conversation. And we had reactions from J-Bez Music saying Lamo. Then we had Tony and Siri saying next level, Ule Bez is normal. Then we also had other comments just reacting to that. Then we moved next to J-Bez. That I believe is episode 26, where we got to interview the one and only J-Bez all the way from MKU. This is an amazing guy. He gave us stories, the stories that I can't be able even to lift my mind, when he was told he needs to go and have some food for him to come and play. Oh, guys, I don't want to spoil the broth. Get to the episode, listen to his story, man. It was such an amazing. And we had MacD, the one and only, saying, great episode and congratulations to the super host, Mr. Gavilo Music, and for doing an amazing job. And also the guest, big up yourself. We had Papa Lenny, who said Wagwan, J-Bez. We had Alvin Baz in the building. Alvin Baz, but we need you also in the building. He said, very much blessed and inspired. Then next we moved to the amazing Zach Alpha. For me, I call him Papa Zach Alpha. An amazing brother, where we were able to host the one and only Zach Alpha, which was an amazing, deep conversation with the one and only Zach Alpha. And it was indeed amazing. We had comments saying, from Dan Keller saying, Alpha to me is the cleanest and most skilled drummer in Kenya so far. I've heard all the others, but with him, time and effort dedicates, improves on his craft. Then we had also Lewis saying, this guy really killed it in Jackie's song, Mwanakondo. You guys should listen to this one. Oh, man. And we had very, very great insights from the one and only Zach Alpha. And also we had someone by the comment saying, Danny saying, Simba mwenyewe, the realest drama in Kenya. I know, wow, that was really amazing. Then Samuel Stepper came about and said, very educative. I feel like I know Alpha personally. Wow, and that's what we really want to push you to know. We really want you to have a touch of these people. And said, next time, bring for us Bro Lee. We want to hear him too. Thank you, Watumishi podcast. I really enjoyed. Wow. The amount, and then there was one person by the name Omari Prince. The amount of research huyu msee amefanya, nyewe host tulifanya kazi poa pia. We bless the Lord for you. Then we had the amazing Eugene Legrand was in the building. That is the music director at Ruach Tabernacle. Wow, such an amazing conversation we had with the one and only Eugene. It was indeed a fire episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to spoil the broth. I want you to get the episodes. We shall attach all the links in the description bit so that you're able to watch each and every episode, as we mentioned here. So we had the one and only Mercy Weru saying, please, you did not just say Rais Mtakatifu. This guy will make jokes and pretend like he said nothing. I'm just cracking up in the middle of the night. This is pure bliss. Wow, it's an amazing. Then we also had some solutions saying, Eugene, we thank God for you. You have raised and sharpened many of us by observing and watching you from afar. Wow. Such a great impact. Then we had also Eugene Amandi saying, very knowledgeable. He knows his stuff. Wow, that was indeed amazing. Then next we had the one and only Buire Gift in the building. I believe that is episode 29. Where we had the one and only Buire Gift, and we had Misula saying, come on, Gift. Then we had Shalom Maina saying, Gift, putting fire emojis. Kizito said, kazi safi kabisa, learned a lot, keep it up. Then we had the one and only Kiso Evans saying, Gift, the baddest vocalist in Africa. Wow, such an amazing conversation. Episode 30, we had the one and only Bloodworth. Bloodworth was in the building to explore and give us his insights, lots of wisdom coming through, and he was very vulnerable in terms of himself. And we had comments from Mesh saying, respect man, flowers, hizo kaka. Then someone by the name Naunda said, Bloodworth is on another level in keys. Then we had the one and only Roberto saying, this is fire. Thank you, sir, for sharing, and Watumishi podcast for sharing these stories. Wow, such an amazing conversation indeed. Then we moved to episode 31 with the amazing, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the MD of Soul Circle. He's called Mr. Caleb Taju. Was in the building. We had such an amazing conversation. We had Michelle Moran saying, amazing conversation. Super proud of you, Caleb, Bwana MD, fire emojis left, right, and center, you know. Then we had Polycarp saying, great conversation. Then we had Voke saying, MD mwenyewe. Then we moved next to episode 32, hosting the amazing, talented vocalist in the 254. Ladies and gentlemen, Grace Cabez was in the building, pouring out wisdom and nuggets, left, right, center, north, south, west, east, south, west, south. Oh, such an amazing episode, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't want to spoil that. I head straight and watch the one and only Grace Cabez, who was in the building. And we had reactions from Lydia Owira saying, awesome conversation, servant of God. Then we had Sydney Kitui saying, wow, this conversation, gosh, I've learned a lot. Thank you so much, Grace. You are such an inspiration. Wow, that was indeed such an inspiration. Then we spiked it up again and we met the one and only Rabaka Jaja. It's called Rabaka Jaja. It's called Mr. Pamba himself was in the building. And what an amazing conversation. Wow. And they said a very wise, there's a comment from Benita saying, a very wise and humble man, may God continue to use you for his glory. Leon Lee Jordy saying, a legendary drama. We had Mark Mutai saying, Pamba, and putting very fire emojis. We also had Alfred Mundia saying, Pamba is such a generous guy in terms of sharing ideas. I appreciate you, bro. Big up on yourself, Pamba, wherever you are. Then at episode 34, we had the amazing Judah Wambua Drums, who came in and poured insights, and we really even have testimonies of him on the comment section, whereby the one by the name Patrick Nderitu saying, met Judah at Trinity Chapel Machakos, now Nairobi Chapel Machakos. He's a cool guy, a feeble guy, and thanks to this podcast, you can see how passionate he is about his craft. Big up on yourself. Then we also had Lucy Karanja, we celebrate you, sir. Then we had Vic Sticks saying, Nakubali sana, bro. That was Vic Sticks. Also, additionally, we had Ale the drama saying he's called Themba Masina, now a pastor. Oh my God. Kumbe mpaka kuna maneno mengine. Wow, that is such an amazing. Then lastly, we had the amazing episode 35, Baraka Pole Pole. Baraka Pole Pole is an amazing minister of the Lord and a worship leader, a good vocalist. I want to assure you of that. And we had the story of how he came about. So in case you've not heard about Baraka Pole Pole, ladies and gentlemen, head straight to Watumishi Podcast episode 35 and be able to unravel the story behind Baraka Pole Pole. Wow, that was from episode 1 all the way to episode 35. It's been a work day in, day out, ensuring that we put out the best content, doing research behind the curtains to just ensure that whatever we ask also is relevant to you, in terms of you as a viewer learning, also in terms of you as a viewer just getting inspiration, and just knowing that in each and every stage that you are, you can be able to move to a different notch higher. And as our tag says, Watumishi Podcast is the home of inspirational conversations. We always aim that each and every conversation should be a twist turned towards you and even filling you up with strength to head towards the next step. And that has been season 1. What an amazing season. We want to appreciate God for the grace again, and also appreciate each and every guest who really took our phone calls and took our messages dearly to them, and was able to ensure that this episode and this season 1 happened. We don't take it for granted, and indeed we are looking forward to season 2, which is going to be bigger, better, broader, and pertaining each and every aspect. So we want to thank those artists also individually who gave us their products to be able to advertise. We want to thank Kasi Jojo for Sojourn. We want to thank Grace Kaveso for Nakongoja. We want to thank Baraka Pole Pole for Mchungaji, and even more who will come to be able to channel out. We want to thank also Bire for the concert that he had recently, which was the Journey of Grace. And we really appreciate each and everyone who really is able to channel efforts towards Watumishi Podcast. So ladies and gentlemen, that has been season 1 of Watumishi Podcast. It has been an amazing journey. Challenges here and there, but we thank God that he has been able to help us out, to come out and indeed give these inspirational stories to the next generation. And even before I get to the end of this, ladies and gentlemen, the form of support that you've given us, we really appreciate, for you sharing our content across each and every social media platform, ensuring that people are able to know that Watumishi Podcast exists, and we all give the glory back to God for this opportunity to just be here, to be able to serve you in this capacity of the podcast. And we can't wait to get to different conversations as we scale higher and higher and higher. And it has been an amazing journey for me as the host. I want to assure you guys I've really enjoyed. I've learned a lot in terms of all this episode, and I'm willing to learn and even I listen over and over again and get the different points from this amazing season 1. Season 1 was beautiful. Season 1 was amazing. Season 1 was gracious, and the Lord really showed us his ways and showed us his mercies through this season 1. And we thank the Lord for really blessing us with this vision and gift to be able to just channel out these stories. And I believe for you who is watching, there are challenges that you're able to get and overcome also through that. And what a way, I cannot end also this without still mentioning about our merchandise. On my left here, we have a very good hoodie. I want to show you the material is top-notch. Quality is priority. That's what we say also in Watumishi podcast. When it comes to merchandise, quality is priority. You have the hoodies here. We have the t-shirts on my right. So mimi niko hapa tu katikati, yani kibombe tu. Chukua hii nipige. Baridi. Nipige. Mshanielewa yani. Yeah. So you can also be able to purchase this. Get us through our Instagram handle, Watumishi podcast, and we shall be able to make your orders and shall be able to deliver them at your place of convenience. So support us through this merchandise, and also on our videos. Also, we want to thank God for blessing us also with the membership bit, that we were able even to get approved our membership status, where if you get to see our page right after the Watumishi podcast subscribe button, we have a join button that is for you to be able to join our membership. And I want to welcome each and every one of you. Feel free to get to join to our membership, whereby we shall be giving exclusive interviews in the membership section for you to just be able to view first before when we unravel it to the whole channel. And be able to get there, we have it in different tiers of dollars. We have $2, $4, and $99. That is Watumishi Family, Watumishi Diehards, and Watumishi Special. So feel free to get there. Support us even as we continue giving you the best quality of information and expertise that we have within and without the 254. So ladies and gentlemen, it has been an awesome journey. I want to appreciate you as a viewer for always tuning into Watumishi podcast, trusting that indeed we are going to give you an insightful conversation, and that is what we are here to stand for. And we want to appreciate each and everyone who has been part of this, and really we can't wait to start season 2 also, as we just get the nuggets of the different things that we do under our Watumishi podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a good journey. We thank the Lord and we bless the Lord for this. And what a way indeed to just end this podcast, just giving glory to Jesus, for he is good and his mercy endureth forever. Lord, we thank you for each and every listener. We thank you for each and every member who has been involved in this podcast. And this day, God, even as we release season 1, and the season 1 comes to an end, oh God, we just thank you that you've been good to us. You've guided us through all the season and the sessions. And we thank you, God, for the grace. And even we pray for season 2, let it be impactful and amazing. But we want also to ensure you, ladies and gentlemen and viewers at large, that we shall also be keeping you up in content and giving you the insights throughout the session, even as we gear up towards season 2. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an amazing journey at Watumishi podcast, the home of inspirational conversations. So until next time in our next video, see you in the next season as we introduce to you season 2 in the coming weeks of this year. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Until next time, keep it Watumishi podcast. Remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that you'll be able to get every content that we update on our podcast or on our YouTube channel, Watumishi podcast. Watumishi podcast, the home of inspirational conversations. Until next time, adios. Let's keep it Watumishi podcast.